Morning. So I'm out here weed whacking. I got my Echo SRM 3020T, and then I got this handle on it, which helps with the weight of it. And then I got this head that I got off Amazon, and I use this really super thick string. I can't remember what it's called, but if you look on Amazon and you find this string, it's the only one. And then this head is also on Amazon. It's just like a universal head, but this Speed Feed 500 head that came on it only lasted like a month because there's so much lava out here in Hawaii. So the 3020T, I had to order it. You might not have to if you're on the mainland, but it's well worth it. I think it was like 500 and something bucks, but the T means twice the torque. My wife's watching me, which makes it awkward. Hi, honey. So I'm just gonna do this little spot right here and film it and just show you. I'll do it in high speed so it doesn't take forever. All right, let's get to it. And if you don't have one of those hats, you need one because you can see through it, and when you're sweating, it doesn't steam up your safety glasses and then get you some chaps. All right, let's get to it. I hit a wheelie koi. So that's what you do when you're out here in Hawaii. You just hit random food in your yard. Hopefully you can see that. So I take the guard off my weed eater so that I can have just a little bit more string. When I run that thicker string, I can get well over 20 inches of cut. So it makes quick work. And then I like tip it because it spins counterclockwise. So I tip it slightly to the left, which throws everything at me. But if I tip it to the right or flat and it digs in, man, it turns into a tiller and it just eats into the yard. So I try to just use long string, and then it'll just kind of float across the grass. But I got this little section here that I might do that's pretty overgrown, just so you guys can see it a little bit better. But the 3020T is a freaking amazing machine. It's right on that borderline of powerful and heavy. So there's one above that, but it's like 10 pounds more heavy. That's just too much for me to carry around, because I end up weed whacking for like 2 hours out here because there's so much lava we can't mow a lot of it. So I'm mowing the fence, or I'm weed whacking the fence line so my wife can mow. So I do everything that she can't do with the mower, and then she comes back behind me and mows it, and then it looks good. So, but I am going to do this little section and then I'll end the video, because I know it gets long and people don't want to watch me do yard work, but I'll do it in time lapse again and then we'll end the video. Okay, that's it. It's done. And then all that. It's quick. Okay, I got a lot of work to do. And I want to listen to music, so aloha. This is bonus footage. So while I was weed whacking in time lapse, I was like, well, that doesn't give a very good depiction of how fast that I can go with this weed whacker. So I've been weed whacked all that, all this, all the fence line, and there's a lot of rocks in here, which is why I gotta weed whack it. But so I got some tall grass right here. I'm just gonna do one little swath, not a big deal, but I mean, you can see my weed whacker's almost buried, and my hat, my helmet. So I'm just gonna do a little one in real time, and then you can actually see how fast it takes. And this is with the same string that I've done all this with. Everything on this video is the same set of strings. I haven't changed it, so it is a little bit shorter than what it was up front, but it's still getting the job done. So let's set this camera up and we'll get with it. I'm always throwing rocks. This is also nice because it has earphones, or you know, ear protection. I put my earbuds inside my ears and then I put this on. I can just barely hear the weed whacker. All right, let's do it. So that's real time. So the reason I always go backwards, like when I'm weed eating, is because it almost rakes it and makes it look better, for one. But if I'm going forward, it tries to almost pull it in. So I like to just hold it right, you know, kind of lock into my hip with my right hand and then just do it. But I can almost weed whack faster than my wife can mow, because I'm doing 20 inches at a swath, and my swaths are pretty fast depending on the length of the grass. This was pretty tall, but all right, hopefully that's not too long. We're gonna finish up here and then we're gonna go to Pahoa Fresh Fish, I think is what it's called, in Pahoa on the Big Island. If you're ever on the Big Island and you like fish and chips, go to Pahoa Fish or Fresh Fish, I can't remember. Last time we were there, a guy brought in a 90-pound ahi right there on the spot. So like, their fish is fresh as you can get it. The guy just caught it, brought it there, sold it for like, let's see, $500 or something. So anyways, it's super big chunks, like 5 big chunks, and then tartar sauce is all homemade. They also have some other sauces, vinegar or something, I don't know. But man, it is, if you like fish and chips, it's the best I've ever had in my life. So all right, I'm gonna finish up so that my wife can mow. She's up there mowing. She's gonna catch up to me. So anyways, aloha again. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video. We're fixing to move here pretty soon. God's calling us to Oklahoma, and I'm going to be filming that whole trip and stuff doing in Oklahoma, and I'm going to have like a little woodworking area. I'm going to start doing more woodworking and making projects, and outdoor kitchen again. I'm going to film building the outdoor kitchen, and just everything I do, I'm going to just film it, and I think it's going to be good. I got a lot of ideas for woodworking projects, so like and subscribe, man. Aloha.